Starting off my week, I went to a Conan Gray concert, which was so much fun on Monday. Then Tuesday, I walked around Central Park. I love walking around Central Park. It never gets old. I love it so much. I love seeing the buildings and how beautiful the water is. I love it. The next morning, walked back over to Central Park West, and this view, this day, stunning, stunning, stunning. This was my favorite part of the week. I am the newest, biggest Liberty fan, and I was able to go to game 1 of the Liberty versus Lynx game. It was so fun. As you can see, I like to get to games really, really early, but the girls finally came out, and that was super fun to see. The energy was insane. Every game is good, but this game in particular, I knew was going to be really good from the start. They gave out these really cool bracelets that lit up. Everybody was just having the absolute best time. There were some pretty big celebrities there, like Meek Mill. Also, Jennifer Hudson, who was my favorite, was there. And then I got on a subway home. I needed a couple items, so before I reached home, I went to Cinderella, and they had the cutest pumpkins outside. Not outside Cinderella, but still. There are so many things that make me say I cannot believe I live in New York City, and the Lincoln Center, especially at night, is one of those things. So of course I went back in the morning, and it's still just as beautiful. I walked to the subway and then took a train that I've never taken before. I have only lived here for 8 months, so a lot is still new, but I had never seen this exhibit at the Bryant Park subway station. It's pretty cool. And I thought this piece, I don't even know what it is, but it's really, really cool. I waited for my train, and it only took 5 minutes, but it was well worth the wait because there was no conductor in the front, which means I got to look out the window, and that was so cool. We ended up going to this bakery called Redgate Bakery in the East Village, and it was really good. And then after, we went by a nearby coffee shop, and I got some chai. Then we did some walking and made our way back up to the Upper West Side to go to the American History Museum, ? Honestly, there was so much going on. I don't really know how to describe the museum other than being able to learn about lots of things. I know nothing about architecture, but I am a professional in my head, and this took my breath away. I have never seen anything like it, and I've been to a lot of museums. It was gorgeous outside, so we took a little walk along the streets. We went and got 2 boots for dinner and watched a little Love is Blind before walking to the movies. I am a proud AMC A-list member, so we had to go see a movie, and tonight was Joker, but I am so excited to see Venom and to see Wicked. I went and got my $1,000 soda and just admired how freaking cool this movie theater is. Before getting on the subway home, we walked around, and they were putting up the Christmas lights. There's like 70 days till Christmas, and I need it to be like 5. One of my friends invited me to go with her to game 2 of Liberty versus Lynx, and this is my first time taking an above ground train to Brooklyn, so this view was everything. And then I get there, and everyone wants to be as early as me, so we waited to get in line. We got inside finally, and of course the game was everything. The next day I headed down to Hudson Yards, and they were having a Hallmark holiday countdown event. I love Christmas, so when I saw this event online, I was like, oh, easy, I'll be there. The event was adorable. There were so many people there, but they had really cute decorations. I think they had a Santa, hot chocolate, cookies, and a stage for all the Hallmark stars. After waiting for a minute, I think it was almost 2 hours, the space really filled up, and we were so close to seeing the Hallmark movie stars. This was really special for me. I love Hallmark movies. It was really cool to see everybody in person. We spotted the bus on the way to the subway, and I actually headed to Brooklyn because tonight was game 3 of the Lynx versus Liberty finals game. So we got dinner, watched the game, and of course, watched the Liberty win. After the game, I got on the subway to head home. The next few days, I was super busy with work, so I really just worked and then went to sleep. But on Saturday, I got up early, got on the subway, and headed to Central Park because I wanted to see the fall foliage. And of course, Central Park never disappoints. It was so beautiful. These videos don't do it any justice. After, I grabbed some ice cream and then I headed down to Brooklyn. Tonight was game 5, so I was so nervous for the outcome, but I knew the Liberty would pull out a win, and I had to be there to witness New York take home its first championship. I found my seat and waited for the game to begin. This was when it kind of hit me that this will be my last time seeing Liberty, Ellie until March, April, and that made me so sad, but I love every moment of this, so I really tried to soak it in. I'm not gonna lie, the first quarter, second quarter, I was a little nervous. We were a little shaky, but as always, we pulled it out and I got to witness the New York Liberty win their first ever championship title. Living in New York City, you're able to witness a lot of really cool events, but I have to say, this was one of my favorites. And that was my week in New York.